Title: The Bioelectric Orchestration of Life. Continued subtitle: How a single sulfur atom can flip receptors on or off. Here's a well-researched idea. Many receptors might be controlled by one tiny chemical toggle, one sulfur atom changing its charge. It's called the cysteine-thiol switch hypothesis. Buried inside lots of Class A GPCRs, there's a conserved cysteine, Cis 3.25, that can form a reversible disulfide bond. It sits in the low dielectric core of the protein, and it can exist in two states: protonated thiol to protonated thiolate. That tiny shift, neutral to negative, reshapes the whole protein's behavior. Think of it like this. Thiol means low affinity, off-ish receptor. Thiolate means high affinity, on-ready receptor. Add a negative charge in the hydrophobic core, and you push the helix Cs to move, like TM6 swinging outward, unlocking G-protein coupling. So where do drugs fit? Efficacy is just electrostatics with the net shift. Full agonists stabilize the thiolate, holding the negative charge comfortably in place, so more receptors occupy the high affinity state. Antagonists don't help at all, and some might even nudge things back toward the neutral thiol. In simulations and energy calculations, the better agonist ligand stabilizes the thiolate more strongly, the higher its observed efficacy. But reactive thiolates are risky because oxidation can wreck them. Here's the clever part. Cysteines climb a reversible sulfur ladder. They can form temporary disulfides or persulfides that act like safety caps during oxidative stress. When the environment calms down, those caps come off, and the original thiol-thiolate balance returns. Redox sensitivity becomes a built-in regulatory feature, not a flaw. Now, how do we quantify all this without inventing imaginary active states? The net shift framework says receptors already exist in a low affinity pool and a high affinity pool set by cysteine protonation. A ligand doesn't create new states, it redistributes what's already there. The key term, its different affinities for the two pools, emerges as the physical handle on efficacy. That single idea also explains constitutive activity, and pH effects and redox desensitization and dose-response curves. Do we see this beyond one receptor? Yes. Beta-adrenergic receptors, CIS 3.25 tracks with efficacy. Rhodopsin, conserved reversible disulfides for stability and readiness. Mu-opioid receptors, reversible disulfides tune selectivity. NMDA receptors, thiols can form nitrosylated or activated receptors. Theme: reactive cysteines act like tiny environmental sensors wired straight into function. Here's the synthesis. One chemically precise residue, cysteine, sets an electrostatic equilibrium, activating ligand's bias. One state, deprotonation for activation. Redox chemistry allows for preservation and reversibility, and a simple population shift model turns messy pharmacology into predictable math. If this holds broadly, it reframes how we classify receptors and design drugs, aim to stabilize or destabilize the thiolate with the electrostatics and the net shift in mind. Sometimes, flipping biology is as small as moving a single proton.